What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the right side of the map, in the blue color, playing as Zeus. His name is Gaboo. His partners today in the yellow color, playing as Poseidon. His name is Julian Papa. And finally, rounding out the team in the sky blue color, playing as Kronos. His name is Awas. Awas with you. And together they make the team Pandoras Box. PXX. There was a tournament named after these guys. Did you know that? There you go. Their opponents today in the red color playing as Zeus. His name is Snow. In the green color playing as Ra. His name is Louis or Lewis. I don't know which one it is. And finally in the purple color playing as Kronos. His name is Kilue. And together they make the TNT B squad. The B squad. Never underestimate a B team. Why? Because they know that if they play standard, they're probably going to lose. But if they don't play standard and they do something cheeky, that's when things get a little bit out of wax. A little bit of cheeky gameplay. Deconstruction coming down onto this position as Julian Papa does pull back up here. And the village are going to come through onto this position to drop the dock down. It is Mediterranean in classic Phoenix Reborn in classic RTSL action. The better team, quote unquote, tends to pick Mediterranean. I love Mediterranean. Everyone loves Mediterranean, right? Guys, in the comment section, let me know. Is Mediterranean your favorite map or not? And if not, and if so, tell me why. There's lots of fun things to go about Mediterranean. The fact that there's this big blob of water in the middle of the map is actually a really, really good thing for Mediterranean. I really like that. I think that there should be a map with a big blob of water in the middle of the map. It doesn't necessarily need to have fish in it, though. You could have something really, really interesting in this middle island as well. You can make a really, really cool map. Similar, maybe not as big water as Mediterranean. Have a really, really fun team game situation. But we'll see how the game's going to go. A town center in the middle, a plenty vault in the middle, a whole bunch of elephants in the middle. Like, imagine this. All right, imagine this. Here's the situation. The middle of the water has got all of the hunt. The middle little island has got all of the hunt. So in order to get to the hunt, you have to build a dock, you have to build a transport ship, you have to send the villagers over there, then you have to build a granary, then you have to get hunting dogs. Otherwise, you don't get hunt. We'll be broken for Atlantean though, right? They can do that without needing to build a granary. Broken. Anyways, we'll see how the game's going to go. Yeah, endless hunt fountain. Exactly. All right, so what do we got here? We got PXX. What's interesting about this is that TNT has got a Ra on their squad. And a lot of gold villagers here. Do they have a ceasefire? They do have a ceasefire, but they're going through Athena. Okay, so here's the thing. The meta on Mediterranean is a 4:30 advance time, followed by mass ships. But that's 1v1. Team games are a little bit different. And while the meta could be everyone goes 4:30 and you start attacking, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's the best strategy. There are some bonkers ideas, for example, going through Hermes, getting a second town center for your players, clicking ceasefire while your town center comes up, and then spamming out your ships off of 2 town centers rather than 1. Bonkers ideas. That doesn't quite work as well as in the 1v1s, but in a 2v2 could be a very, very good idea. As you do see the Valor coming through here as Kilue going to be focusing down this house. Already 2 docks up for Julian Papa. Maybe a little bit of a later advance time from him, but he is going through Hermes so he can click that ceasefire if need be. But Alas is already off to the races with his own Kronos. He's going to be pushing forward, putting the pressure onto Snow, as Snow's already got himself out the Jason and the Minotaur. But the Minotaur getting taken out. Snow not paying attention there. Gets a bit of a smack there before retreating away. As the Oracle's moving up onto this position here. And check a little bolt there onto the Jason. Was that a bolt onto the... I think it was a bolt onto the Bareem, as the Minotaur does manage to headbutt the Promethean away. And ceasefire is in for Julian Papa. Nice pressure thus far from TNT in the early stages of this game. Killu has been very, very specific with this one. And look at this from Lewis. Super late advance time. Lots of docks. 7 villages on gold. Wait, where is it? He's got 420 gold in the bank. He's got a lot of resources. That's six cabinets he could build straight away here. And he is doing so. No town center. Okay, I'm a bit confused. But we'll see how things are going to go. Later, like I said, later advances in team games. Not the best, not the worst of ideas. Not the worst of ideas at all. As the deconstruction does come down here. A little bit early on that deconstruction. Julian Papa can come back in here and get that that dock back down. And he does indeed decide to do so. As Kilua going to be retreating back on this position. We do have Gabu coming in with his own Jason and Minotaur. But Odysseus is already out. The Minotaur going to come over here with the Odysseus to kill these units. So I've got to be a little bit careful with that Minotaur to target the right unit there. Could have killed off the Promethean, but unfortunately does not manage to do so. Good micro from Snow at the moment as the Snow units coming through. Oas is going to be able to start microing this one though, but it looks like both players are focused on those Oracles retreating away, and we'll see if Oas can take this win here in this spot as Lewis is getting some good damage done. Restoration coming down very, very early here to hit Lewis's ships. PXX has got no restoration themselves here because they went through Hermes as Oas is going to be retreating back for the time being. Gabu going to come through here as well as the cabinet's going to get some good damage done onto that position there. Triremes ready to turn around, take out those Bareems here as well as the cabinets going to be able to take this fight. I feel like they should have held on to that restoration for just a little bit longer. Did I say no restoration? Gabu's got restoration as well. There's so many more boats here. A restoration from PXX at this point is going to be really, really strong here. Meanwhile, back here, we do see Gabu just retreating away, bring around the Rosie where that's concerned. There's another Valor coming in somewhere on the map as Kilua does get himself out a couple of Hero Mamillos on that spot there. As Kilua pushing forward. And Julian pop up. Going to try and get that damage done here as well. That's Kilua going to be pulling back for the time being. And there's the final restoration in the game as PXX is putting the exclamation point on their advantage here on the water. As Snow and Lewis have to retreat back. Lewis is sitting at 75 pop. Snow is sitting at 55. Gabu's 82 pop here. And Oas is in a solid 77 pop. So TNT is in a difficult position here. But Kilua is doing some good damage over here. If he wants, and probably should, he should come down to the bottom and see if he can join up with Lewis, who's got a decent amount of ships out himself. And that'll put it some distance between Julian Papa and himself, and then he's going to be able to get that attack in. As Oas is now going after the fishing ships over here, random Lewis fishing ship in the middle of the map here. One thing you can also do as Egyptian is to put docks down into the center of the center island there to give you a little bit more control over the water. There's Julian Papa going to come in and get a little bit of damage done over here. And now Kilua is starting to get a little bit of the double in onto this position. Can he win this fight, though, is the big question. He's got a lot of Bareems here. Julian Papa is actually significantly... Oh, no, he's getting a talent center. Never mind. We do see Lewis is in as well, so it looks like with Gabu coming through, good micro from Kilua to pull away from Gabu's triremes there as well. As Gabu going to be pulling back. Meanwhile, Julian Papa's boats Going to get taken down on that position there as well. Gabu trying to break through on this spot here. A little bit challenging for him to well, not actually challenging. He's got so many triremes. Triremes are so much stronger than bareems. The only way for Atlantean to win the water is to have a boat advantage. And it's definitely possible to make that happen, but in these sort of team games, it can be a little bit challenging if someone else is coming in. But Lewis is coming in to save the day for the time being. And look at this here from Awas. Awas says, not my third town center, your third town center. Easiest way to win on Mediterranean in team games is to get the forward third town center of your opponent. If you can, that is super hyper advantage. And while playing Chronos, time shifting these buildings forward, that gives Awas the advantage here in a big way. As Lewis seemingly starting to hold over here on this position, taking down those triremes over here. We do see Gabu still sending more boats in. Still sitting on one town center. A little bit strange. Normally you see the town centers coming down a little bit quicker here. Is Snow getting himself that back town center over here. And we do see Kill UA grabbing this town center on this position. All these idle units here could have been utilized to stop Julian Papa getting that town center up over there, but unfortunately did not do that. Julian Papa is now 3 town centers, and the booming is going to be commencing. Oop. He didn't snipe it. The last citizen lives with 2 HP. How? That's super unlucky there for TNTB. As the dock got up, and that's a lot of units here for AWAS here. Going to be able to start really putting the pain onto Snow here. The other thing is he doesn't even need to grab this town center. He can go heroic age now and just grab that town center while going heroic age to have even more of an advantage. As we see more farms coming up in the main base for Snow. Town center coming up on this position here for Lewis. We do see Snow. I mean, here's the thing. Alas, at any stage here, you can start pushing forward. He's got so many units here, and those Carabals are just absolutely torch the hoplites. And those Prometheans are out. This is such a strong Chronos army for Alas here. Gabu's also gigantic. He's got his second town center. He can come over and grab that third town center. He's still defending against Lewis. Lewis is 3 town centers here himself, and in the heroic age. But the challenge for Ra is, how do you use Shifting Sands? He's got it, and you have to use it before the underworlds come in. Why? Because you can't come back. So you need to be thinking about attacking like now, not later, now. Get in there, Shifting Sands onto a position, maybe back here, set up, push in like this, get through with that rock across here, and just and sneak in onto your opponent's backside here to get some pressure. So alleviate the sides and bring everyone back to you so your flanks can start actually pushing forward themselves and getting an advantage. The PXX now, they are in a solid position, and they really don't need to do a whole lot. Lots of farms up in the main base here for OAS. Is the game going to be continuing along? Rhea coming through as well, as he wants to have that siege out. I wonder if he just stops the Prometheans here and starts making a whole bunch of those behemoths. He's going to be able to push forward. But we do see over here, Lewis has got that forward rock in the Patsukos. An interesting decision there. We'll see where he's going to go with that one, but I mean, there's not really an easy place to raid because everyone is like Greek or Atlantean, so easily heroize a range unit to take out the rock and the myth unit there, or just get the Odysseus or Hippolyta involved to deal with that one. Let's get Boo still going for raids here with his triremes. And Osiris got a choice here for Lewis. I mean, I feel like he's not playing this game with the sense of urgency that he really needs to be. He needs to be putting pressure on. He needs to be getting some attacks, getting some raids in. Allowing a Zeus player free boom here just means you're going to be getting greeted with Colossus, Heliopoli, full armory upgrade, Myrmidon. It's going to be a very, very tough thing for TNTB to deal with because both of their flanks are very, very weak at the moment. Helios coming through for Awas as well. Where's he going to go with that one is the big question. And now that's the other thing here. With that shifting sands thing I was talking about, not only do you have Underworld, which can counter it, but you also have got Helios, which can counter it. So you have to be going for it very, very quickly. And Gabu is now looking for his own cheeky little Underworld here. He's got all the hoplites coming out around this position here. And he's just going to be going for the jugular, it seems, straight in to take out this Ice Snow. But Snow notices the Pegasus. So it's not going to be an easy one. As the Hippocon coming over here. Something tells me trying to killing off Kill UA is going to be the way to go here. As we even see Lewis coming in with his own siege towers over here to try and deal with this. As the Pegasus does end up getting sniped down here, it seems. So no cheeky little Underworld over there. But the other thing is you can just push the Trireme over here and Underworld on the shore and walk straight in to Kill UA's base. As he's starting to get those hoplites in. Underworld clicks up. Where'd he go with it? Right. Well, he goes here. I mean, it's fine, but it's not exactly what I would have expected. As Gabu now going to be able to go after this position. Lots and lots of snow units here. The Helios is in as well as Alas is going to be able to pop in onto this spot as well here, or pop literally anywhere as the Locust gets dropped down. Oh, I love that Locust as the siege towers come through to clean up the Underworld passage. You're not going to be able to rebuild that one there at all. And now Lewis could probably go for a shifting sands on this to hit an enemy town center or something like that if he so chooses. With all of those things, as you see, Ice Snow dropping a Plenty Vault in a very precarious position over there, but manages to do so nonetheless. As the army of Alas is still just sitting, waiting, watching. Not sure what he's waiting for here, just allowing Gabu to just completely get smoked there. Great defense from TNTB. You see Snow still being active on the water here. A little bits of harassment at this point as everyone realizes it's not that important to put that pressure on. Over here, Julian Papat is slowly pushing Kill UA back here. Did Kill UA go through Hyperion? He did. So the secret for Kronos to beat Greek, especially beating Zeus and Poseidon, it's mass satyr. Why? So hard to kill them. If you get yourself out archers and get yourself out, well, like any sort of ranged unit to just target down the enemy hero, look at the satyr's speed. 4.5. That's a significant amount of speed for a ranged unit. Compare that to a 4.0 Toxotes. Over here, a 3.75 Arcus. Significant amount of speed to just pull that one back, and it does so much damage here. Obviously gets taken down really quickly if you don't micro it, but it's the secret to beating Greek as Kronos. Meanwhile, over here, we do see the Underworld comes through for Snow. The siege towers are in here, and Alas is already back here to defend. There's still a shifting sands available as these siege towers are going to be rolling in to kill off that town center. That's a lot of resources. There's 7 siege towers. What is that? 7 times 3, 2,100 resources there worth of siege tower. And all the units in. The Colossus gets traded away there. The Underworld passage gets taken out. No hopes here for TNT remaining with the exception of a shifting sands. But I mean, you can use Shifting Sands and pull in some Greek villages as well and get everyone involved. But not only that, we do see Julian Papa has managed to take down this town center of Kill UA as well, as he is struggling to hold on this position against the superior Greek units. Look at the difference in damage. 8.45 for the Toxotes, 7.8 for the Arcus. That's the big difference maker here in these sorts of attacks. Bronze coming through for Julian Papa as well, just to add insult to injury as the villagers pulling in to grab this town center for themselves. Meanwhile, now the units of Gabu and Oas starting to push forward here as we see the army coming in over here to break through Oas's forward base, but he's got towers up, he's got palaces up, he's got fanatics coming through. The Son of Osiris is going to be a difficult unit to take out here, but with some sneaky maybe vortex shenanigans onto it and a Hecaganti favorable special attack, could potentially take that one down very, very quickly. There's so many upgrades coming through. Everyone's getting their armory upgrades through. Atlas is coming in as well for Kill UA to try and defend, but the town center will end up finishing up here for Julian Papa, and he's going to have a 4-2 town center advantage. Oas is going to have a 4-2 town center advantage. The big thing here is that the Ra player is going to be gigantic. With a market over here coming down to this position, he's going to be gigantic, and we see PXX says, I'm not going to be taking anything for granted here. We're putting a 1 down, and Snow says, okay, we see it, we get it. You're that far in front. We're going to tap out. Kill UA and Lewis say, no, we can still fight. But the game is a little bit too challenging at this moment for Snow. And PXX manages to take the dub in this one. Solid play here from PXX. A really, really good try here. TNT Kill UA was playing his heart out at the start of this game, but he just could not find that auto win that is possible against these sorts of Greek players. Allowing that second dock to come up probably was not necessary, and then on top of that, having idle military units back here when they should have been on the opponent's town center here, denying that one was a little bit of a blunder there as well. QA could have had an advantage here in this game and helped pull his team into an advantageous spot here. The big plan here for TNT was all the siege towers in an underworld, and that was just read like a book from PXX, and there was just nothing they could do there in that spot. If you guys enjoyed this one, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next game.